Ladies and gentlemen, we're here at the 2 count. Welcome. We're here, short-staffed. Alvin out and about. Deepest condolences to him. He had a loss in the family, but we're here with Zach the Rider. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, radio. Hakan.
Yo, yo, yo.
The Beast from the East. Or South. Or West.
Where's South?
Granada, Jerry. He's a savage. He's not human.
He's a Granada.
And me, Benny Craven Moorhead, your host with the most. Let's go ahead and talk wrestling.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, 'cause that's what we do is we talk wrestling. Wrestling.
And more wrestling.
Wrestling. Porn. Photographs.
So,
okay. Alright, photographs.
So guys, we're still on the road to WrestleMania.
Yeah, we're still on the road to WrestleMania. No, we were on the fast lane. Now we're in the road.
We're in the fast lane. Now we're in the HOV lane.
So
so
HOV lane. No, dude, we exit the fast lane.
We exit.
We exit. Now we're a little bit in traffic.
No. Yeah,
we're in traffic a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's a good way of putting that.
It's 4 weeks away.
Yeah.
You don't realize it? 4 weeks away, WrestleMania.
You know what? And I know a lot of us are like, I don't know why, but a lot of us, we talked about it. We're just like, man, we're not excited
24
for
more
it.
days.
And then I sat at work on lunch, and I looked at my phone. I was like, what's the card so far? And I was like, Lesnar versus Reigns, ladder match for the IC title. Man, when was the last time I watched Raw?
Ladder match, but with multiple opponents.
people.
And they're not naming how many are going to be in there.
They're all going to be great. Look, right here, we're getting the idea.
So let's just talk about the card in general.
Okay, well, let's do that.
IC title, we were just mentioning.
Right now. With shaping up the champion, Wade Barrett, he's solid. I hope he doesn't get hurt that match.
Yeah.
It seems what happens all the time.
Jesus.
Luke Harper just showed up in it.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, that's great, man. I love Luke
Dude,
Harper.
Luke Harper's going to do is
Luke
Harper looks like that guy that's going to take the ladder and just swirl it around.
Yeah, he's made for chaos.
Yeah,
he's made for
just,
chaos.
Just the way he looks.
So you got now Dolph Ziggler's the main one that's going to be
Dolph
in there.
Ziggler, yeah, dude. He's beaten Wade Barrett twice already.
Yeah.
Twice or 3 times? Twice.
Now I'm not positive, but is Daniel Bryan in this?
Is
Because
he?
I felt like he was playing around with
He
it.
beat Wade Barrett once.
I felt like he was kind of playing around with the idea.
Gonna lie. People are going to hate me when I say this, but I don't care for D. Bry to be in this match because
I don't
it's
either.
already good enough to not have
Well,
him.
I'm just saying, like, if he is in this match, you got to look at that. You got to look at that transition from last year. I mean, you're in the world, you win the title, and now you're in the Intercontinental.
That's my only thing about it.
So it's a little iffy on that one.
Yeah.
But you also got R-Truth. They threw him into this.
R-Truth's a great athlete. That's what he like.
He is a good athlete.
Good.
I don't know if he's a good character, but
it's
he's
like
a good
Shelton
athlete.
X-Benjamin.
Yeah. And who else is in that? That was pretty much it.
Dean Ambrose.
Oh, and Ambrose.
Yeah.
Ambrose the main one still.
Yeah, it's really.
Yeah.
I see Dean Ambrose winning it. I don't see anyone else winning. I don't.
It's a good chance he's gonna win it. They've been building it behind him. They've been kind of supporting
like
him.
the initiator.
When was it? Last Raw? Was it last? Yeah, last Raw. It really let us know Bryan is out of the picture. He,
Yeah.
The whole idea of the triple threat. It's out the window. It's Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar.
Guys, I think we
But
just
then-
need to face it.
Whoa.
No, but then we got.
It's just hard to take. I mean, it's hard to. I don't know. You know, I'm like that. I am optimistic. I love wrestling, and I'm optimistic to what WWE is going to do. But it's hard to see Daniel Bryan kind of fall from that grace, regardless of what he's in. Regardless of what match he's in, he is not going to be at the same caliber as last year, and you see that decline. But we'll see what happens with that, you know. And
maybe he needs to change his theme song back to the Final Countdown.
any change would be great right now for
But
him.
it's just
I think.
Cut his hair.
They should have given the title right back.
I think cut his hair, keep the beard. I liked when he had that.
When he had the bald head,
Yeah,
he
remember when he had that
he looked vicious, man.
Yeah,
he looked like a little pit bull.
He like he was gonna kill someone.
Because he was a heel, and so he worked way more aggressive.
Right.
So hair means here.
So we got the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
You know who's going to win that?
Hashtag
Mizdow's
going to win it. And you know how he's going to win it?
Elbow to stand.
He's going to elbow Miz.
Guess who else is in that?
Be like, get out,
Axel Mania.
Hashtag
Mania.
Axel Mania. Axel Mania. Dude, that is so great, dude.
I love that, man. It's so awesome. It literally revived, it kind of revived his career a little bit.
That's how you make something out of nothing.
Yeah. A lot of people would took that. Oh man!
Did y'all get excited when John Cena said he was going to enter himself? Did you get excited like, oh, he's out of everything else?
No, I got excited when they said that he shouldn't be involved.
Yes, Stephanie was
That's
like,
when I really got
a WrestleMania without John Cena. Like, man, I was like,
yes,
let him come true. You know, I don't know. It would have been interesting, but of course you're not gonna do that.
I think
of the whole time John Cena's been, how many times is his main event at WrestleMania?
They said it already.
I don't know.
Oh no, how many?
Because
He's
he
been,
did
he's
Actual
been,
main events.
he's been in 10 WrestleManias, I think he said. They
10.
said it on there, right?
10, and he's main
Probably
event.
made it like 6 or 7.
There's 28, 29, which is the Never Before, Never Again Part 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And then what was it? 26 before that.
No, 27.
27 was with
27
the Miz.
with the Miz.
And then 26 was probably
That's already a lot.
Triple
I
H
Yeah.
or some Bullstein. And then 25 he was in the World Heavyweight title.
Yeah.
24 he was in the main
But
event.
after 27, he hasn't been in the.
28 and 29.
Remember
Rock.
the
Oh yeah.
the supposedly one of the greatest rivalries of all time, man. The Rock, John Cena divorced his wife because of it, and
That's kind of funny.
divorced his wife.
Not the divorce part, but you know the whole Rock concert. You know how he was like,
Oh, man.
he literally like foreshadowed that, which is so weird. Like,
And then like they're like, oh, the Rock destroyed John Cena's life. But nobody cared in reality.
Yeah.
I didn't care when it was like John Cena
at least
versus
if The Rock isn't at WrestleMania this year, that's kind of a plus for me.
You know what? I want Rusev to
I'm
win
not
the
gonna
30
lie,
man,
dude.
whatever.
I am actually looking very forward to that main event. Reigns has sharpened up a lot. Are you gonna say Reigns hasn't sharpened up?
No, he's definitely sharpened up.
He's
I think all the mess he's gotten as far as his promos and stuff.
Even the promos they've chopped.
No, I'm saying like they've gotten better.
Yeah.
And I think maybe they realized like either creative or he actually realized that people are making fun of you. They don't think you think you're shit or whatever.
just put him in the spot to.
And then they kind of reform it.
So I have a question.
format
Are we all
the,
getting Roman Reigns shirts now?
No, I'm not going that far. But like, for instance,
$24.
when Seth Rollins was out there talking about the Daily Show, like, oh, F you, and I can do this.
That was kind of a time killer. I mean, that's
yeah, but see, that's what Raw is. Raw is 45 minutes commercials, 45 minutes promos.
I would see an hour.
Dude, it's real bad.
An hour of
commercials. An hour of
about 30 minutes of wrestling. I'm not gonna lie, about 30 to 45 minutes of actual.
But Roman Reigns came out. He came out and said, "I'm gonna punch you in the mouth." Bam, and that's it. That was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And then that pop for his ooh. That was louder than I'd ever heard it.
Well, there's booze in there too, so it's kind of deceiving, you know.
Oh, I thought it was.
You guys know
that is very deceiving.
No,
I thought that was all.
There's probably a lot of it, but there's also booze. You can hear the booze.
I didn't hear the
even outside of the ooze. You know what I mean?
I couldn't hear the
crowd
boo.
booing him.
Oh, I thought that crowd was all on his ass. That's what it sounded like.
Here's the thing about it.
Mostly, I'm just saying. You hear the booze.
You guys have noticed that like Brock Lesnar is not around. So it's almost like you have to be behind Roman Reigns. It's like they're forcing the crowd to be behind Roman Reigns by default. Because if you don't see Lesnar and there's no interaction between Lesnar and Roman, how can you be behind one or the other? So it's almost like Lesnar, like people are going to be against Lesnar just because he's not around. And that's kind of a weird.
Speaking of Lesnar, was it last week backstage? He was scheduled to be on, and
he deuced out.
Was that what it was? He just left or something?
Yeah,
him and Vince got in an argument because I think if I'm not mistaken, it was because Brock brought up about, hey, I'm gonna go to UFC 184. I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna attend it, and they're probably gonna show me and whatever. And there's rumor that he was gonna go and work contract negotiations.
Meeting,
yeah, but Dana White shot that down, saying no, he was just there because he's a former UFC fighter and he's a fan. Yeah. And so Vince blew up on him. That's alleged rumor. That's what's crawled through the grapevine.
There's so many things that could have really happened.
Well, yeah. Well, then, yeah. Also, there's the sounded like complete BS, and it got shot down right away about Roman Reigns failing a drug test, and then how
I think they got shut down.
Yeah, and how Brock is completely against that because when he was in UFC, the guy he got beat real bad by was on performance enhancing drugs, and after that, it just showed how shitty he is off the drugs because Overeem went to fight after the drugs and got whooped. Yeah. Yeah, after he has been off of it. But, yeah, man, there's a lot of speculation that they got in a heated argument. But then there's also a lot of stuff going on that it's like 95% sure that Brock is signing back on. But we don't know anymore after that.
We just really don't know anything. He could go to UFC.
This is the first time we're in the dark about a wrestling subject.
Yeah.
Like that isn't nothing's being told
Nothing.
about
Yeah,
it.
nothing's confirmed. Nothing's official. We can't even predict.
I miss those days.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that just goes back to the, how.
But it's just weird now because now we're older and we invest a lot of our time and thought process into wrestling, and that's what we care about. And when you don't know what's going on, it's so much frustrating.
Yeah.
It's like, how can you get
the
excited about something?
Because of the era we're in. You know, the reality era. We know the reality of era. That's what.
If this was kayfabe, it'd be great. But it's not. Like, we know there's something that's non-wrestling related behind it, and it's just unsettling.
Like
it's
Total Divas.
Yeah.
I wonder why they don't want AJ on that show.
She don't want to be on the show.
She don't want to be on it?
No. And I'm glad, because she's the last...
Oh, man,
that
pissed me off so much, dude. She's gone for how many months, and then comes back, and it's just going to doom her whole career. CM Punk.
Yeah,
CM Punk. It's over, dude.
You know what was weird? Before she came out, they were chanting AJ. AJ, AJ, AJ. Music hits, and when she comes out, and then it was CM Punk all of a sudden. That was weird.
What I like.
That's what he said. He's like, why are y'all, that's not her name. Like, you should chant her name.
Yeah. It's overlooked her career, and that's not his fault or her fault. That's the stupid universe.
Exactly. We have some stupid fans out there. No offense.
What's real good at NXT, obviously there's some dumbass fans there too, because I saw one show they tried to start saying CM Punk, and everybody said no right away.
And there's for some reason now in NXT, I'm starting to notice that there's a little bit of a there's a group of fans that are bleeding into the crowd that are just not the same.
The household show.
It's sprinkled in there.
That's what.
But you got the ones that are like cheering for like the wrong type of people. Like just I don't know. I have my favorites.
NXT. That's sure right there.
I have my favorites.
S A W.
Let me spell it out. I see this. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Enzo and Cass. I think they're great. And I just feel like you got people kind of like booing Baron Corbin and then cheering other people. It's just a little off now.
Boo!
Yeah.
Boo! Boo! Yeah. Boo! Boo! For those of y'all, go back and check episode 4. Is it episode 4?
I believe it is.
7. Oh wait, let me go back onto my notes and double check.
I can't stand that, man.
Putting you on the spot, man.
I can't stand it. I went back. I retracted my statement, man. I can't stand Bull Dempsey. I think the guy is a joke. If you watch the last NXT,
this is why you like Bull Dempsey. I'm not going to tell you why you don't like him. You like him because of his theme song. It's
so like
episode 4, 7 minutes and 14 seconds in. Hakan just said right now he can't stand and hates Bull, but I have proof to say otherwise.
I went back on my statement about Bull Dempsey because now
you can't retract what you said.
I have to.
You can't.
Have you seen what they've been doing with him lately?
No, I haven't watched
him and Heidi Atome, they had a fair match. What was it, 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago?
It's like the man can't even... I'm sorry, I'm just not a fan of this dude. The man can't even sell a match to help other guys out. Mm-hmm. He just had a match against Solomon Crow, one of my favorite wrestlers, and it was just stiff. It was very unprofessional.
Sometimes you need stiff wrestling.
It was not good.
Stiff wrestling.
It's hard. It's hard. This guy's trying to get moving up and everything, trying to get this thing going, and you're just not helping him sell his match.
Bull,
you know what I mean?
Dude, I like Bull Dempsey, man. I like him, dude.
I'm starting to like him too. I like him too.
Like I said, against Heidi Atome, he did.
He's the next Rhino.
Real good.
But we have Rhino now.
Rhino's gone though.
He's in there.
It's not. Because if a bull and a rhino get into a fight, who do you think's gonna walk out?
Bull.
A bull.
A rhino's gonna kill the bull.
No, a bull and a rhino, those physical animals. We're not talking about wrestling anymore. These two wrestlers are named after schmanimals.
Schmanimal.
Wait, you mean they're gonna have sex?
Yes.
Oh. Sex? Wait, what are we talking about? Nikki Bella?
But
Nikki Bella? Or are we talking about
Paige?
Paige?
The next one.
Yeah. Are we talking about having sex with Paige?
No.
Oh my God.
Paige? Hashtag Paige?
Hashtag schmanimals.
Oh, schmanimals Paige.
But anyway,
2 count.
Besides that, NXT has been pretty good. They have a lot of stuff going on there. It's just building up. Kevin Owens is like, oh my God, this man.
A new guy that might be coming to NXT.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe.
Yeah, Samoa Joe.
They might show up.
That'd be the perfect opponent against Kevin Steen.
Oh my God, yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Speaking of Kevin, the way he won the title was just that blew my mind.
Kevin Owens
going back to that, the rivals, yeah.
That was great.
I liked the.
Hashtag Free Riley. He's getting into he kind of.
That was good what he did, man. I liked his part.
Yeah,
he played his part.
Alex Riley's kind of getting back, into the wrestling thing.
Yeah.
And he's Owens kind of started something with him in the last episode, and
cutting some good promos.
Yeah, it's looking like basically he got him out of there, and he kind of basically, he was talking shit to him, like right next to him.
Yeah.
And Owens is right there. He's like, if
Yeah, and he left.
If I'm a man and I would never do it to my best friend or whatever like that. And Owens just,
he
knew that man was gonna get. He's gonna get him. Came back out, threw him over, and just after that, Riley was pissed. And he went up to Regal. He's like, I want to be a wrestler. You need to think about this. Blah blah blah. And
is Riley hurt? I mean, out because of injury, or he's just out to be
That's
out?
actually a good question. I'm not sure.
I'm not too sure either. But I mean, he could still go. I guess
it was weird because when he was with the Miz, how he became known. I guess.
Yeah,
I got to know Alex. I actually was a fan of him.
I actually fan of him too.
I was a fan of him.
No, he never went to TNA.
Not that I know of.
But he's actually. I think he's gonna have a match next week or something against CJ because CJ was flapping his gums.
CJ, I like Solomon Crow's entrance. He was smashed on CJ.
Oh yeah.
Crow is awesome right now. Dude is amazing. Probably one of my favorites. Just a all around good character.
I can't get with his hair, bro.
Yeah, that
hair with that hair, dude.
Looks like Fred Flintstone in the ring.
He does look like Fred Flintstone.
Everybody says like different things, so they were calling him. But he's the type of guy. He don't give a shit. He's gonna play around. They were saying he was like the guy from The Incredibles, the villain or whatever, or some shit. And then on Instagram he
Syndrome.
And then on Instagram he posted a picture of himself, and then it was funny. But yeah, like Solomon Crow has been awesome. He had his debut against Bull Dipshit. And he kind of kicked his ass, but just Dempsey couldn't sell it. So, but anyway, back to
speaking of NXT, what are the chances? Like, do y'all think there will be an NXT match at WrestleMania? This is what I think might happen.
No, they're not building.
It's going to be the dark match. It's going to be the
dark match. That would not be on WrestleMania then.
It's going to be a dark match before they do the pre-show match.
That would not be on WrestleMania then.
It's still WrestleMania.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Any match that happens.
The only dark match they're gonna have is gonna be the pre-show match, if anything. And that match, guess
what?
It will probably be a Divas match, a shitty Divas match. That's probably what the.
Dude, that sucks, man. I've been reading a lot, dude. It's what is it? # give the Divas a chance. Yeah, dude, that's. Oh man, they.
Now let's put that in perspective real quick. What are we trying to give them a chance to do?
Wrestle.
But if you look at the
tell better stories. Wrestle.
Yeah, but if you look at the current Diva roster, it's like you're gonna give them a chance, but not like 95% of them don't know how to do that.
No. I say 50% of them do.
I completely disagree.
50%. Okay, Naomi is a great wrestler. Alicia Fox is a good wrestler. Emma's a great wrestler. Paige is a good wrestler. AJ, we know that's obvious.
Yeah. Summer Rae.
Summer Rae's a badass wrestler.
I just like how do you translate
that's 6
that
out of 10?
You just start to create stories. Yeah. It's time to start giving them time.
The only thing I've seen that's been good, honestly, is the Natalia. Natalia versus Natalia, maybe the Natalia versus Naomi because it's connected to the tag teams.
Yeah.
And that little story has worked. Besides that,
But that's how you started too.
Yeah.
Kind of include them into different things. You have them sync their.
I saw an article like, why can't the Divas wrestle a man? Have a Paige or AJ wrestle a guy or something like that because Stephanie McMahon wrestled Brock Lesnar. If you don't remember that.
Yeah, with Zach Gowen.
No, not Zach Gowen.
A long-ass time with the one-legged dude?
Well, no. Stephanie McMahon was... Vince had put... maybe you're right about that, but...
that was the storyline.
Vince was saying, oh, you're questioning me as a father and this and that. And she low-blowed him, low-blowed her dad, got thrown into a pylon, got thrown into steel steps, and you know what I mean? Like, Trish and Lita wrestled guys. I think Lita even wrestled Kane. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of... and I'm saying big names. I am. But there's no reason why you can't. I mean, like, for instance, like, you can look at NXT, dude. The women, they only get an hour, and every single one of them you like.
And we're just talking about 4 girls who are really being spotlighted.
I feel like, it's almost like for me, I guess, I'm ready to let these go. I'm ready to let the current Diva roster go because I'm so invested in the greatness of quality they have in NXT. It's like, if you can do it great there, they should have been. There's no excuse. There's no excuse to be like, oh, we can try to make it happen now. But it should have already been. freaking happening on the main roster. We should have
that's
two
not the
great
Divas
entities.
fault. That's the creative.
It's not. I'm not saying it's their fault. It is
that dude's fault.
Mostly everyone else's fault.
I am not.
That's who I'm blaming.
I can live with the Divas roster now. The Divas roster it's a 90%. I say out of 100%. That is a talented roster, with the exception of
Eva Marie.
Yeah,
and Cameron.
Okay, but they're not wrestlers. You know what I mean? They're models. Okay, with the exception.
Cameron's
but even then, they're still they're talent that's wrestled before. Okay, like Cameron wrestles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
even Marie does.
With the exception of those. Okay, so we just named every single diva. Nikki can wrestle, even though I'm
not a fan of the Bellas. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I know you're not because of what they built up to be and all the attention
they're
they
great
get.
on Total Divas, and they do a lot of
but
they do a lot of good publicity there. But like when it comes to wrestling,
you know, maybe they're not as smooth as like Paige and AJ are, but they can wrestle. And they get just more spotlight, and they get these crazy things just because they're they're on the Total Divas, and they've been put on. I think Nikki and what's the other one? I always forget the. Brie. Yeah, Brie.
You know what I understand?
Yeah, dude.
I'm just. I don't know.
They get it because of Cena and Brian.
Why would you put some? Speaking of like role models and divas or whatever, why would you promote getting smashed hammered as your quote?
Oh, I've been against that since day one. It's
like she gets drunk as shit. That honestly,
but then you have little girls with Brie mode shirts. But do you know what that really means?
But
like,
they don't getting drunk as hell. That's what Brie mode is.
Yeah, but I don't think I guess you could say kids get access to anything, but I don't think that they're actually going to watch on the E channel watching it. You know what I mean?
It's weird.
Because the Brie mode translates in wrestling. It's when she gets badass Brie mode. You know what I mean?
When you know what Brie mode is, you're.
But no, they're two totally different.
I want to go to a WWE event with the sign that says, "Man, I'm gonna get Brie mode tonight with a couple beers."
Couple, that's it.
That's all it takes.
Woo! Brie mode, two beers.
I want to say one thing again about the Divas. I just think really it just comes down to creating stories that are centered around the wrestling. That's it. Not too much, not frenemy bullshit.
I understand.
Look what's going on NXT.
Trust me, I want that to happen, Jerry, but it's like it hasn't happened in a really long time. And what is it going to take? They see NXT.
It's going to take that whole give Divas a chance thing. It's going to take that outcry that we all did.
Yeah. Give Divas a chance to keep going. Because
literally after those 30
you have that
seconds.
happening, and you have NXT shining over there.
NXT shining in the ring. They have no stories though. What's their stories?
Dude, it's centered around wrestling.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I just said. It's centered around wrestling.
Right.
But that's
vengeance,
on the main roster.
Winning competition about being the best.
The Sasha
those are natural stories.
That is a story in itself. The Sasha Banks Charlotte, like what they did with that's a story.
And then you create a saga out of that.
Oh yeah, it's already a saga.
You know what I mean?
But just there's so much greatness there. They need to carry it over and make it, like you said, about the wrestling.
Even throw that out of the window. They need more than 30 seconds.
Exactly.
Of course.
And did you hear about what AJ said to Stephanie McMahon?
Yeah.
You know, that's
I want to know how legit that was,
yeah.
but it was awesome that she said that.
What did she say?
It was the tweet.
Yeah.
Stephanie McMahon was promoting, or not promoting, but she was basically shedding light on women.
This whole women
empowerment, you know what I mean? Because it's the Oscars or some shit like that.
She kind of dogged her, like saying, real empowerment led them for 30 seconds, right?
Yeah. She was just like, your women don't get the same amount of time or chances as your males do, and things like that.
Like you get 3 hours. Give us 2 hours of wrestling, dude. Because it's in the inevitable. There's going to be 45 minutes of commercials. We can't live. We can't escape that. Yeah. That's gonna, those are sponsors. That's what keeps WWE where it's at. Aside from us,
it's like it probably isn't 40, but it feels like 45 fucking
minutes. No, it is like
45. Out of 3 hours.
Because when you look at something on like YouTube, it was an hour long.
Dude.
It's like 40 minutes.
It's like 4 minutes and 15 seconds each commercial. When I'm DVRing that stuff, I'm just counting.
Oh,
wow, yeah.
It's a lot.
That last commercial is like 9 minutes.
It's a promotion for another show coming on, and they go back.
It's bad.
All that shit. But
Two count. Let's get back to
WrestleMania.
We got so off topic from WrestleMania.
Yeah, we sure did.
God.
But speaking of
that was a good issue. That was hot. That was a hot issue. That was just.
And I actually think we should recover that a later day because it's something we need to keep an eye on because we care about women's wrestling.
They keep bouncing around in the room, dude. As a wrestler, dude, come on, 2 count.
There's so much great wrestling going on outside WWE with women's.
Wrestling.
We should We should try to get that going on in WWE. There's no reason for that shit. So the one match we need.
I like that, man.
That was pretty.
You like
good.
I like you better. I've been looking in the mirror, dude.
Sting versus Triple H.
Woo woo.
How do we feel about that?
I like it.
Here's how I feel.
How do we feel about it now?
Let's go one at a time. Zack Ryder.
Well, I'm not Zack Ryder. I'm not gay. I'm not from Jersey.
Hashtag we support all.
Yeah, really.
No, dude.
Sorry, excuse this guys.
Excuse the Zack Ryder.
Homophobic.
Don't worry about that.
If you're a gay dude, I'll give you a kiss. I don't care. That's Benny over
all love here, baby.
Yeah, all love. No discrimination. Hashtag no discrimination. Hashtag hang Zack.
Asshole.
Hashtag give everybody.
Asshole. Asshole. Asshole.
Well, I'm the asshole who doesn't like Zack Ryder. Congratulations. Anyways, my thoughts on Triple H and Sting. You know, it's a big moneymaker right there. Because guess what? Sting's never stepped inside of a Wrestlemania stadium.
Huge moneymaker. Bro.
Huge.
Yeah, first
and then
pay-per-view
second off,
first.
Triple H will just make it. It'll be like 12 power moves and then match over.
No, man.
It'll be like this.
It'll
be like this. Triple H does his spine buster. Sting just does like a little craw, and then just a bunch of craws going on.
Where is this coming from, you diehard TNA fan?
Yeah, older now. He's like not 56. 56 years old. Come on, dude.
He's old. Yeah.
No, he's only like.
He's not as old as the Undertaker, and that's the main.
No, he's older than Undertaker.
No, well,
he's older than Undertaker.
Undertaker's only 51.
But I think Sting can do it. Sting is gonna put up a good show. Like regardless, like Sting is from his TNA days, badass. Yeah. Badass. Like he was in there running around with who was it?
Ken Anderson. He had a really good rivalry with Ken.
Yeah. When he dressed like Sting.
Yeah, he's 55.
Yeah, he's 55.
Okay. Beat me to it.
But that's what iPhones do. They beat Androids.
Shots.
It's on my notes. It's on my notes.
Your notes.
Yeah. So
anyways,
Taker's 49, but he looks like he's 80. So
yeah, he looks pretty freaking old, man.
He looks.
Anyways, that's
gone.
my thoughts. This match is going to be
weird,
solid. Like we're all going to enjoy it. The fans are going to enjoy it because guess what? It's Sting and Triple H. Now, if let's rewind a year, say if Sting decided to come back and then Undertaker wrestled him, that's a bigger moneymaker. A bigger moneymaker because you got WCW at the time. WCW's big. You know, mysterious.
I think Triple H.
I'm gonna get to the Undertaker thing in a little bit.
No,
I did
not if we now obviously, but if we rewind to like 3-4 years when they said that, oh he's coming. There's no way in hell, no way.
I don't know, man, because you know
Undertaker is way more than Triple H as far as
but if you look at
the impact that he's had.
No, if you look at it though, from a standpoint of when it was the Monday Night Wars. And it was Triple H leading the way, going to WCW arena.
But that doesn't play a factor into it.
How can that play a factor?
It's the characters. It's Undertaker's Golden Boy, WCW's Golden Boy. Triple H is that is legit. You know what I mean? It's not like Triple H.
That's his name.
You know what I mean?
Golden Boy.
Undertaker was for WWE. That was their go-to guy.
Their cornerstone.
It was the guy that when you think about WWE Attitude Era, you thought about the dead man.
In the 90s,
he was there in the Attitude Era.
I know he was there
coming up in the 90s.
But he was the American Badass in the Attitude Era.
Oh, that was when 2000 at the end, the later half of it.
That was like 2003 or
no, it was 2000. He came back. He got hurt in 99.
Okay.
He was in the ministry from like 97, 99.
I think the
ministry was badass.
Ministry was amazing.
So it was like 99 to 2000.
That's my set on Triple H and Sting. That it's a very solid match that. Like I said, the card's going to be awesome for WrestleMania. It is, but I don't see why we're not so stoked about it yet.
I'm stoked. I'm actually very excited.
Like, there are people in this room that I could say that aren't stoked about it yet. Yes, me.
I'm not hyped. I'm not like I usually am.
Bro, I am not.
I don't think it's going to be a bad show.
It's weird because I have my favorite wrestler going against my favorite current wrestler going, and I want to talk about this match. Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt, because this is a little bit more closer to home for me. Bray Wyatt is my favorite wrestler right now in wrestling, I think. And then you have the Undertaker, who was one of my favorite growing up for years. Growing up, Undertaker Kane those were my. Everyone else had Stone Cold, maybe had people had Triple H, but Undertaker Kane, that was like I was magnified by like mystified by what they brought to wrestling, and they just brought something that's so original. So I have those two guys going at it, and it's at the same time it's so hard for me to get excited about it. I don't know why. It's just the weirdest
you know
thing.
Exactly why, because the streak is over. That's why.
Well, yeah. Basically, it's like you have Bray Wyatt, a great person.
There's no more prestige.
Yeah, there's no prestige to it. So it's like, why do I care about this match? And
it's just two favorite wrestlers.
Yeah, but it's just it lost so much what it could have been, I guess, and it's a little disappointing. A lot of people are like, oh, it's gonna be great because this is gonna escalate. If Bray wins, it's gonna escalate his career. I'm like, yeah, it is, but he doesn't need the push. He doesn't need a push, but it would be a nice notch like under his belt.
I think he definitely needs a push. I think he needs special treatment. I think Bray Wyatt is precious. I think he's just precious treasure that you really need to take care of.
That's true.
Or else you're gonna fuck him up.
The entrances for those two are going to be phenomenal.
No, the visual. That's why I'm excited for that one, because the visual.
You know why? Because Bray Wyatt's going to have like a bunch of people speaking tongues and just like
it's going to be wild.
And then Undertaker's going to.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm just. It's one of those things that should have happened a little before. Like it should have happened already, and it's like okay now.
But it's not possible because there was no Bray Wyatt.
Well, not like too far. Maybe like a last year or something like that should happen. But things didn't happen that way. So it's like I don't feel like it's too far gone. But at the same time, it's like
it's out of arm's reach.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Well,
like I said, I want to see what they can do and how can they make this work.
Well, it's reported that Undertaker's not going to make a single appearance before the Mania.
Yeah, I read that.
He's not, and I don't think that they wrestle. I don't think they wrestle. I think they both show up and they kind of captivate and steal the whole crowd in this.
Really?
Because you can steal the show by just a presence. You really can. And maybe a strike or like what if they just fight each other with an image, man? Like you can I guess like fighting with words in a sense, and
fighting with the atmosphere of WrestleMania, right?
And almost maybe even I guess that would let some people down. That wouldn't let me down. Because imagine Bray just circling, Undertaker chatting and gibbering and jabbering while he's sitting there, and then like, you get.
Or maybe he doesn't even show up. Like maybe Bray comes out and it's does what he does best, starts talking, and Taker does something, but it's something unexpected, and then he shows up. It's not the same. All right, we're ready to fight.
Because it's not over for me. He can still bury Undertaker. You know what I mean? Like his official burial.
Yeah. And it would be a great way to kind of carry that torch on. Bray Wyatt could be the next one, So, yeah, there's a lot of things they could do with it. It's different than what I would
There's never been anything like Bray Wyatt. No. Like, you can say him and Undertaker are similar, but Undertaker went out and didn't say a word. Paul Heyman did it for him. Not Paul Heyman, Paul Bearer. Paul Bearer, and then
he's a different character.
Yeah, he's just...
Bray Wyatt is unlike any character.
Mankind is kind of similar. In a sense of that creepy, whatever, but not like Bray.
There's just nothing like
you're
him,
right.
man.
It's a precious jewel, dude.
Yeah.
He is
and they're gonna Titanic him, dude, and chunk him into the ocean, dude.
They kind of already threw him off the rails last year at WrestleMania, or just 2 months in a row.
John Cena,
he should have beat John Cena.
So it's almost like he has to win this. He has.
If he doesn't win, I think.
Imagine that. If he doesn't win,
I might start.
I'm pissed. Like
I might stop watching for a while or something. I don't know. I haven't stopped watching.
How can you establish the face of fear losing?
The new face of fear. They're establishing as the new face of fear. They need to fucking carry that shit out. Exactly. I'm tired of them bullshitting.
That's what I'm saying. It's easy to mess up.
It's very easy to mess up.
He comes off as this.
What does Undertaker gain out of winning? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Oh my god! Now you're 22-1. Like, who gives a shit?
That's what I'm saying. It's over.
Let Bray Wyatt end the career. Done.
Yeah.
He's not coming back. Hall of Fame next year.
And like something awesome.
You already got Macho Man. Put Undertaker next year.
Sends him through the center of the ring. Sends him through the center of the ring. And then Undertaker comes up in a cross, you know what I mean? Like,
tell me how the original cross that his cross,
upside down.
We're gonna get something
on an upside down cross.
We're gonna get something crazy along those lines. I think we're gonna get the visuals are gonna be incredible for.
So just talking about it, guys, I'm stoked about it.
See now,
no, I'm seriously, I am.
Yeah, dude, I'm really excited about that.
That's gonna be. It's gonna hit me right here. You might see a lot of emotions on that match for me because it's just fuck.
Hashtag if you're living listening from like Arizona, California, just
Wrong hashtag.
catch a flight over to Zach's house. That's where we're watching it. So Zach, don't be surprised if you get like 800 people over there. Hashtag
of the year.
Hashtag of the year, dude. That was pretty long.
Well, but we covered what? We covered
the
main event.
We didn't cover shit really. This is the first one we covered. Who wins, Taker or Wyatt?
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Don't do it. Say
Don't fucking do it. He doesn't want to say it, but you know, he knows the answer. He knows the answer to that.
Well,
let him try to be different. Like, what are you gonna say?
Troll.
well, I'm the only one who hates Hulk Hogan here.
What the hell is that?
I think 2 count Bray Wyatt. Okay, so
you're the only one that hates Hulk Hogan.
The 2 count podcast is, you know, we've cashed in our votes. Bray Wyatt, you know, okay, so we got a 75% on Wyatt, and then 20%.
No, I'm going for Wyatt.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, 100%. Okay.
All right,
now let's move. Well, we got a little off topic.
Well, we never even said who
Triple H or Sting. Jerry, go.
Sting.
Sting.
No, but give me like, what is it? Oh, so you're saying it doesn't mean much to you because you would have rather seen the Undertaker. That's how we got back on Undertaker.
Well, I'm not saying that seeing Sting in WWE period means everything.
Yeah, no.
I'm just saying
it's already historic as it is just because he's on the card.
Yeah, but if it were me, you know, creating the events, playing God, whatever, it wouldn't. Yeah, I would just have.
No, you can't play God on WWE 2K15 with the Xbox One and the PS4.
Yeah, see it.
Yeah, you can.
Zach just marked out right now. He has no idea.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you about that.
Oh my God!
Let's inform the 2 count podcast why you're marking out.
Oh man! All right,
live markout session.
Live markout because right now we're all watching Ring of Honor 13, and one of my favorite indie wrestlers. He started off in PWA, Ray Monroe. Hashtag you're the shit, Ray Rowe. Oh man, I'm getting your new shirt. Oh man,
dude, that's
best.
he was.
I have a shirt autographed by him.
He just came back from injury. That's him coming back from injury.
Man, dude. Oh, Ray Rowe's back. That's awesome.
Nice little markout moment.
I love a good markout moment.
That was marking out.
He took
that was marking out, and
God.
and
I don't care about I don't care about talking about WrestleMania anymore.
Live looking.
Yeah.
God, like
I should have got a picture of his face. He was like, yeah.
Man,
but
why did I go home early that day?
Oh,
Since you had to get up at 5:30.
Okay, so 2 count. Let's get back to what we were saying. Oh yeah.
So
no, I think I honestly think I'm gonna enjoy that match the most out of the whole card. Yeah. So I'm not taking anything away from it. I just think,
So who wins?
Sting. Okay. First ever match.
Now we still have, like you said, we have a month. That's 4 Raws before. And obviously I feel like Sting's gonna win, but I feel like they're gonna have to add something to this, right?
We're not gonna see Sting again.
Do you think they're gonna do a stipulation to this match where if Sting wins, he gets some kind of control over the company or something like that?
I don't think anything.
Or anything like
that. I think it'll be a classic,
straight up match.
Straight up match.
Or if someone loses, has to leave, or do you think?
No, it's gonna be a.
I do think he should show up at least once to get his ass beat, like heelish, like just.
Triple H
does something and
with his boys Kane and Big Show.
God.
And James
Curry. I'm okay with James.
Dude, don't you love that? How Seth Rollins, the Money in the Bank holder, he's got 5 guys protecting him. He's got 5 dudes.
Talk about heat seek that.
Seth Rollins. we can dedicate a segment for that.
And then Roman Reigns still comes out and whoops all their ass, dude. Talk about putting someone over. Yeah. You're putting him on a rocket launcher.
He's on the highest pedestal.
I will be very disappointed if Seth Rollins cashes in and loses.
Oh, dude, if that. Oh no.
Why am I like at least like 40%?
Oh, I'm like.
I have like a 40%.
If Seth Rollins doesn't cash in,
he does cash in, but
and loses, my house is going to burn down.
No,
we're going to burn down.
No, if he cashes in and does not win,
it's oh my God. So. If that happens, and then it's like
I would stop watching. I'm not gonna lie.
No, yeah,
I would stop.
If Bray loses, and that happens, I might stop watching WWE programming.
I know those words kind of happen a lot, with the internet.
No, dude.
But this is real.
Yeah.
Okay, marking it down. Marking our words.
You will hear us. We'll start off the oh my God, and we are not gonna speak anything in WWE because we are not informed. NXT, we're gonna give you all kinds of.
NXT will get the full segment, and we will love you
Ray Rowe will get a lot of airtime. Man,
you know what I'm just so scared about? Speaking of that cash in,
I'm really scared.
It's I see a Randy Orton RKO.
Oh my god.
I see anything happening to him.
Well, that has to be a match.
I think it is going to be.
That's a great match.
It's going to be at WrestleMania. No, it's playing him off as a face or a part of the.
But that's good. I actually like the way they're playing him out. You're like, hey man, what the hell are you doing? Come on now. But at the same time, like he smacks him. Okay, like you winked at the camera. You know how you tell someone to like, no, hey, snap out of it like that. But no, he's like, extra. Wow, you know. I just had to sell it.
Let me hear it like that.
Yeah, like that. Like, dude, come on, wake up, dude. Like, you know.
But he was like,
I like that. It's real good.
So eventually, you think it's gonna turn into an actual match?
Yeah, dude. That's
you didn't see the subtle like walk down the when he was walking down the side, and he looked at the camera. He just said he winked at the camera.
Yeah.
He just finished helping them.
Randy Orton is.
Oh, so he made like 15 women come.
Awesome.
He's gotten better, for sure. I wasn't always a fan of Randy Orton.
I've always been a fan of Randy Orton. He had a stale. He went stale. Okay, you leave a bag of chips open and popcorn, it's gonna go stale.
You gotta get a fresh bag.
Yeah.
Just open it.
Dude, Randy Orton is he's solid. He's perfect. He's got the image.
I'd rather see him than some of the other people that they got on TV all the fucking time. Kane and Big Show have a match.
What was it? At
the main event, every fucking Raw, dude. They're there every time.
They're triple wrestling, dude.
Damn.
Vince and Triple H love them attitude era boys.
Really? I don't even consider Big Show. Honestly, I don't consider Big Show an attitude era guy.
He definitely was. He was on both sides of the war.
I understand that, but when you think about the attitude era, you do not think about Big Show. You think about Kane, the mask, and all that shit. But you really think about Big Show? I don't know.
I kind of do.
I don't know.
That's just me.
Well, here's the
Paul White, when he was like doing the Paul White thing, coming over from being a giant and all that, I guess, but
it was Andre the Giant's like nephew or something.
Yeah, Captain Insano.
Captain Insano. See, that was different. Like Captain
Insano.
If they would really,
what was your favorite
if you can just repackage Big Show right now as Captain Insano, I would retract everything I said negative about Big Show, and I will love him to death because it's Captain Insano. So hashtag bring back Captain Insano, and we're good.
No, bring back. Actually, you just need a
debut Captain Insano at WrestleMania. We'll have the debut thing and then debut.
How old are you, little boy?
I'm 35.
Seriously though.
Yeah, that's a good fucking imitation, bro.
Yeah, dude, we need to dress you up with Captain Insano. We know what you're gonna be. Yeah. Come on. So show me a wrestling. Show me a wrestling move. He poked me in my eye.
And I just want that match. Paul White versus the Giant versus Big Show versus Captain Insano at WrestleMania.
Who wins?
Oh my god.
Captain Insano.
Who the fuck else wins? Like seriously. It's gonna
Captain Insano. The Big Show wins that hole. He's just gonna walk around.
With like really thin
dude,
legs.
That was so bad, man. He did the weapons of mass destruction to Dolph Ziggler, right? I think it was Dolph Ziggler. He walks up.
Oh yeah.
We should have opened the show with this.
And I'm gonna drive him back into whatever galaxies he came from, and that's a promise. Strong words from a strong man.
That's right.
Captain Insano.
Yes.
Now let's take a call. It's our old friend from Jackson's Bayou, Mr. B.
Hello, Jim. Is it possible to speak to Captain Insano?
Sure, Mr. B.
Captain Insano, I notice sometimes when you are wrestling or opening up a
can of whooping,
you seem to be sweating quite profusely.
Yeah.
I was wondering if perhaps you might need the services of an experienced water boy.
That's pretty cute. How old are you, kid? 11? 12?
I'm 31 years old.
Hashtag Captain Insano.
Hashtag Captain Insano. So, yeah, anyway. But, two count. So, we have those matches. There isn't a Divas match announced yet. Now, there are some rumors that there's going to be like a tag team match.
The rumored match, you're right. The rumored match that I heard
is
going to be...
Two count, I'm sorry. If Randy versus Seth Rollins wins, who wins?
Oh, I already know who's going to win.
Randy
I know how he's going to win.
See, this is actually really tricky because there's two ways they can do this. They can make Randy win, Seth Rollins is pissed off, cashes in, and wins. They make Seth Rollins wins, and then he cashes in. Randy Orton comes out and makes him lose.
This is what's going to happen. You ready?
What happens?
They can compensate the other way too if like J&J and he just decide to like beat up on him.
Yeah.
After
There's some fucking angles here. It's almost hard to
predict. You ready for the best angle?
I'm calling that one. That's match of the night. Like as a performance. You know,
you have the spectacle of the Undertaker and Bray Wyatt. Then you have the must-see Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, and then you have the actual best technical wrestling match.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
but as
you have the icon.
Dude, there's gonna be there's gonna be so many spots. Randy Orton's super athletic.
Yeah.
Seth
man, think about the type of blackouts we can get, or curb stomps, or we can get in that match. Like it makes some crazy shit. That's not what
you know what I'm calling? A Phoenix Splash turned into an.
We're not gonna have an argument.
We are having this. No. It's happening. There's gonna be a Phoenix RKO Splash.
It might happen, bro.
We're all gonna be Phoenix Splash, like we're at the Royal Rumble. We're all coming our pants and like so excited. And
we're like, it's over. The first ever title holder and Money in the Bank winner. He cashed in on himself, dude. You know how I would cash in on myself.
So this is what's going on. We're all gonna be like at the edge of our seats while this Phoenix Splash is happening, and we're all gonna accidentally sneeze at the same time and blink. And for some strange reason, Randy Orton's gonna be holding Seth Rollins and the RKO.
Why are you telling me this? Like
out of nowhere.
I can't.
You know, the good thing is 2 count listeners. Zach's predictions are always wrong.
That's the good thing about it. We don't have to worry about.
No, they're not always wrong.
They're always just Royal
Roman Reigns winning?
Yeah.
I think
like 98% of America.
But I predicted that.
98%
We're talking about your extravagant stories.
Oh, and also
they're always great,
they're going to be like, YOLO, we're going to have a triple tag team match with the Ascension, Primetime Players, and the Masters of the Universe.
Ascension needs to get in the WrestleMania, dude.
And then it's going to be not just any match, it's going to be a triangle ladder match.
Dude, why don't they do stuff like that?
And they're going to do a fall of man from the top of the ladder.
Oh my fucking god.
Dude. Okay, so one standing on, the guy is standing on the ladder, they're on 2 opposite ladders, and
all three are down.
No, they cross the ladders, and then they both run up. The guys in the middle, they both run.
This is what's going to happen. This is my idea for one standing. The guy is standing in the middle of the ring, and one of them's going to take a ladder to the back of the leg like that.
Shit.
And another guy's going to take a ladder to the front.
I hate how they do it now, dude.
Yeah, they do it kind of half.
How he doesn't, he stands there with them. They don't do a running start anymore. I don't understand.
So, but y'all like my prediction on the fall?
As long as it includes the Ascension, I'm alright. I'm alright with it.
Dude, the Masters of the Universe are the best.
They are the best.
Even though it's not He-Man and Grayskull, but I was still doing
Even though they're not really considered that, I think we should still call them that, because that was like the original.
Masters of the Universe.
Hashtag WWE Masters of the Universe.
I've been hearing the Brass Ring Club.
Yeah,
I've been hearing that.
Really?
I've been hearing that floating around.
They have a shirt, and they have a shirt.
Yeah.
Very
similar to the
It's not an official shirt.
But they wear it.
I think it might be on ProWrestlingTees.com, guys.
If they have the Brass Ring shirt, I'm gonna buy a Brass Ring.
Oh, dude, I'll buy that.
I would buy this shirt.
Dude, I buy strictly nothing but John Cena shirts. Dude, I will buy
every color known to man, even some that aren't
get this.
man.
I have almost every D-Brass shirt.
I know, dude, you're right. I got a double X children one from Walmart because they were only $5.
All right, that's support. You know, you have to support your favorite wrestlers.
John Cena, bro, Cena Nation. The 2 Count Podcast crew is down with Cena Nation. Hustle, loyalty, and respect.
Yeah. They're totally off on that octane, man. It's
Dude, that was actually really good. Yeah, man, you been right for that.
Zach, you can't do nothing right.
Yeah. So good, I love you, Zach. I love you, Zach. Hashtag get ready for Mortal Kombat X.
Hashtag
2 Count.
This is the first time we mention anything that's not wrestling. We are big fans of Mortal Kombat. We're in for Mortal Kombat X. It's the same.
We're gonna post on the Facebook and probably Instagram.
2 Count.
One of the 2 Count members has a chess piece of Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, we're big Mortal Kombat dudes.
Yeah. Have you seen that?
I've seen it.
You've seen it. It's not
speaking, like, you know how you said wrestling shirts? You have like all the John Cena shirts besides like the ones from maybe 2000 and back.
I guess I got one variant, you know, because he comes out with one and it gets 9 colors.
It's like you got the neon, the green neon, But then you got the black neon, and you got that too.
Oh shit!
And then he also has the red one. But Ben was like, "I need the yellow one."
McDonald's
and then once I gave
the
him the
you need
McDonald's,
the yellow one with the red, or the red with the yellow.
Red with the yellow.
The red, all red, and the red hat.
Oh,
I got him that.
the red, white, and blue kind of color.
No, it's a McDonald's color.
Oh, okay.
Where he's like this.
So it sucks because I got him this for Christmas, and then the next Raw he comes out in all blue.
Yeah. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it comes out.
They always do that
weird.
shit.
Yeah.
They always come out with a new one. He's probably
That's
going to
why
come out
I'm
with a new
waiting,
one.
dude. I'm waiting for Seth Rollins, dude, because I want Seth Rollins shirt so bad, but I'm not very fond of that one.
There's a new
really?
one. You know the new one, right? It's like a Star Wars, kind of like a Star Wars theme. Yeah.
I'm buying
He's
it.
got a new one.
SR.
Yeah, he
It
has
says
a
Seth
new one.
Rollins
It says
on
Seth Rollins.
It says Seth Rollins.
He's got a lightsaber.
Plus the not a lightsaber.
Oh.
It should be though. But Bray Wyatt has a new one too. It has his face and it says the new face of fear on the back. I need to get that shirt.
It's like we all need to
I still
restock.
do. I
I want to get that one. The Enzo
Yeah,
Amore
dude.
I
soft
have
shirt.
Enzo's shirt on today. I haven't actually worn it that much, so it's for one.
What's it called?
Jerry's got nice hair, and you can't.
that.
Boom! Realest guys in the room. How you doing?
Toucan.
Little shout out to Enzo Amore. Dude's awesome.
That guy gets
Colin
me
Cassidy's
pumped
on
You
here.
can't
whenever-
wrestle though, bro.
Sometimes you don't.
Everyone looked up like he can.
Bro, he has his own little style, and I think
he's a manager, dude.
Well, him and Cassidy work really well together. I think they're an interesting team that you don't really see that much.
Cassidy will prosper. My
See,
English. Oh no, I need my.
But you can't have one without the other. You know, Cassidy can't really talk, but that's what Enzo can talk out the
I'm looking
ass.
through grenade shirts here, and I've probably seen about 4 CM Punk shirts.
Yeah, dude, he's loaded with wrestling shirts. No, but I think Khan's
we
got
still
the
need
most
to make a
wrestling
trade.
shirts.
Let me
I have a
trade
shitload. I haven't even
the
worn
OG
it.
CM Punk shirt for the OG D-Bry shirt, dude.
I think
Come
I
on,
have
dude,
every
you don't
CM
have
Punk
the
shirt.
OG CM Punk shirt like I do.
That's the only DB shirt I have.
But I want to give a shout out to my girl. She literally has pretty much all the CM Punk shirts. There's ones that I haven't even gotten. There's special editions ones where he was like in Chicago and stuff like that. And she has all of them, so shout out to her.
I want this new Seth Rollins
Yeah,
shirt.
it's fucking awesome.
It's very Star Wars-y. That's
Told
what
you.
makes me really
It's
like
basically Star Wars.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
It's a lot better than the one. I mean, I like both of them.
Yeah, I like
Go,
that one.
YOLO, man.
What's
Change
the-
his theme song to
what's
the
the
Imperial
back-
March
what's the
as he
back
leads
look
all those
like?
guys. Dun, 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 dun,
What's the
dun,
back
dun,
look
dun,
like?
dun, 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 dun,
But
Anyway.
dun.
2 count. That tag team match, man. I like it, dude. They put on good. Tyson Kidd
Oh, I
to
love
Cesaro.
those guys.
I can't see them being beat other than by the Ascension.
Yeah.
Or you can be like YOLO, primetime players.
Dude, man.
I thought it was weird that they brought him back, but they need more tag.
You know, no, it made sense why they did because Darren Young got put with some shit, dude.
Yeah.
And then it's like, we're beating on Darren Young because,
No hate, bro.
never mind, I can't say what I'm going to say on this recording because we'll end up getting sued. So I'm going to hold my very offensive statements back. So they're beating him up.
Can we cut that part out?
Yeah.
2
So,
count.
they're beating him up, and then Titus O'Neil comes for his boy. That's like real bro shit.
Yeah.
That's.
But here's the thing, though. They can't let. I feel like they're letting the Ascension kind of go down a path.
And they're building Titus O'Neil out of all the times now. Now he's coming out as a powerhouse.
Yeah.
Man, I was on the primetime.
Like, they just cut Heath
since,
Slater
like-
out of that
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah, I know,
Since,
dude.
like, Dave-
Now they let him go. Honestly, at this
Remember
point.
Jerry?
I was almost
we were millions of
We
dollars.
were friends. We were
me and
fans,
Jay
yeah.
were like true OGs. We're like millions of dollars, millions of dollars. We were doing the whole thing with them.
Oh, there's a.
I liked them better when they had what's his name, Abraham Washington, dude.
He got
Yeah, dude.
That sucks, dude.
No, he.
That
That's
was
because of
great.
what he said. He said he was like Titus O'Neil. Man, what is the exact word for word? He had that mic.
It was
a Kobe Bryant joke.
Yeah.
The whole Kobe Bryant rape thing.
Oh.
And he literally said, "Fuck, I cannot remember
He
word for
said
word."
something about
He's got more something than Kobe Bryant at a something hotel
Yeah.
or some shit like that.
something like that.
And
As soon as he said that,
next day, fired.
he was great for them though. He was a great little manager for them. But anyway, I really.
But
hope-
Titus O'Neil's a great talker. Titus O'Neil can talk.
He's fun. He's a fun guy to look at and everything.
You know,
I just
Darren
think they
Young
need
is
to be
an
they need to be
athlete,
building
too,
the
man.
Ascension
That
up
guy can
as
wrestle.
a prominent tag team because they are a prominent tag team and they're the most
You know,
legit tag team.
I'm just
they have
happy
right
that they said, hey man, bring back primetime players to make them a good tag team. More
But,
tag teams into the division.
Yeah, I just
means
hate that
more
they're
prestige.
trying to. It's like not squashing the Ascension, but they're making them look.
They're putting him on the back burner right now when
Yeah.
they shouldn't really.
No, you
But-
know what they didn't do? Remember when they did the gauntlet and they didn't even start a match with the Ascension? They were just beating the hell out of Roman Reigns and D-Bry. I really like that.
And that's it. You know, that's a
That
good
was
point.
perfect.
That was a
I
good
thought
point.
they were gonna keep.
They're doing something there. They're like kind of going out, and then now they're kind of back to beating jobbers, and then I think they actually lost their first match. It's like It's really rocky right now for
Yeah.
them. But I absolutely love them. I have them everywhere because I support what they are. I support what they're trying to do, and I'm just a big fan.
Song.
Love the song.
Shit.
I mean, it's my ringtone right now, and it wakes me up. So it's like
It's the blood flowing.
it's just it's a great song. It's a great theme,
I think
entrance.
that's what I need. I need something to get my blood flowing, like when I wake up in the morning, because I'm just.
Yeah, man, this theme song, yeah, it wakes me up, and it's
You're just like,
seriously,
Yeah, you're like, you purposely roll out of your bed and you're just like, you wait for the perfect moment. You're just like, ding.
exactly. It's like, and you end up in the bathroom, you're just ready to take a piss, and you're just like,
No, you get.
fuck yeah.
Hey, man, you can even play that with whatever you're doing. You finish taking a dump. Ding.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It wakes me up, man.
I like that, dude. We're getting like a generic feel of theme songs back.
yeah.
Am I the only one who's noticed that?
I feel like it
No.
started with NXT, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
NXT,
yeah.
I mean, NXT.
Well, they had that song in it.
Yeah, everyone's
Like Sami Zayn's took me a minute to get onto.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
I gotta get.
They have some
used to
great
that. I can't. Get
No,
used to it. I gotta
trust
get
me.
used to it.
It took me a minute to get used to
A
it, man.
minute
I was
and, like,
as soon as I heard
Yeah.
that song, I was like, "This
Took me a
is
few weeks to
Sami
get used to
Zayn.
it.
This is him, the man, like the actual person. It fits his character.
Yeah,
It
it
fits
just fits
him.
him.
He's
It
in
was just
he's
perfect.
in Abu
It was
Dhabi
literally
right now, right?
Not anymore.
Oh,
Not
it's
anymore.
already
He's
over.
not
About to be back. He's about to be back.
Well, no, he's in Montreal.
Oh,
He cut a little promo in
Oh,
the
that's right,
taping,
that's
but you know the
right,
taping's
yeah.
behind, so he's probably already heading his way back to.
He'll be back on that main event soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
Promised Land.
Yeah.
there we go.
So but after WrestleMania, it's a good part of the WrestleMania or the wrestling year for WWE because usually they started debuting new people around that time.
Turn the page.
It's like almost like right after WrestleMania. Like last year, they debuted Adam Rose and Bo Dallas, almost literally back to
Two
back.
good talents.
Dallas,
Two good
yeah.
talents. I think they scored. But you know what? Now
Adam Rose got a huge pop last
Yeah,
night.
and
at
crazy
NXT.
good pop.
It was
Yeah.
insane.
Crazy
dude.
good pop.
Oh my! It was like
Him and Tyler Breeze had a good match.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
It was
I
badass.
just, like
Perfect.
I wanted to see Adam Rose win. You know what I mean? Like even though it's NXT and that's that's
Yeah.
Tyler Breeze's house, but
But he
man,
He
Adam
showed
Rose
us.
needs something back, man.
Yeah. I'm glad you guys actually like Adam Rose, man. There's
I
so
love
many
Adam
people that
Rose.
don't
Yeah.
fucking like him.
Yeah.
They don't get it. They just don't get it.
I
you know?
love
It's-
Adam Rose, dude.
It's like Tyler Breeze. You know, he's gonna have the same problems. The only reason why I say it's different is because he's gonna start off as a heel. He's not gonna start off as a face and try and get. He's gonna be
Exactly.
his.
But even then,
it's-
Adam
like I
Rose
said
started
before,
off
it's-
like coming out as a face, the party guy facing, and then getting all pissed off. That's what you do at parties. You start off all happy, yeah, I'm drinking, and then you start drinking too much, and you're a heel.
Yeah.
I love Adam
Doing a
Rose.
little
I
too
think
much
he's very
drugs.
underrated.
Yeah, dude. hashtag straight edge hardcore.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
About that. WrestleMania ain't gonna be no straight edge for me. I'm gonna give me a big old.
that last hour might be a little bit blurry for me.
Yeah.
And dude, I remember seeing you, dude. You were about to cry when Undertaker lost.
I
Did
wasn't
you-
about to
'cause
cry.
You had, like,
I'm not ashamed.
You had,
Yeah,
you had,
like,
you,
maybe, like,
you
not
had,
ashamed.
you had some beers in your system.
It was coming, man. It was coming. It was all rolling down.
I might have been the only person in my house when I was watching it that was not surprised, it
No,
didn't affect me
I
at
love
all.
it.
you know what? I could have won a Draco sack last year.
The Draco sack was $100,
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, no, because Jordan.
and he was afraid to lose a battle in boxer's dick.
What?
I was just
No, it's worth like $5.
No, it's not.
Yes,
It's
it is.
I spent $20 on
I have it
it.
in my comment box right now. I can probably give it
But
to
when
you.
it was in its prime,
It was
son,
never in its.
It's like
I
Muhammad
don't think
Ali.
you'll talk
Two
3
count.
hours.
2 count.
But 2 count on that.
Back to the Mania. We
Okay, maybe the extra deck.
no. 2 count. 2 count. We get back to the Mania, man.
Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh, dude. Oh my god.
Where are we at? So
Divas?
We pretty much covered it all.
because there's not much confirmed other than what we've kind of talked about.
We're talking about the
Divas.
Divas.
Yes, the rumored tag team of Paige A. I'm just calling that.
Paige
What the fuck?
Paige A versus the Bellas.
Okay.
No, I see it turn into a fatal 4-way.
For the no,
Because
yeah.
they never. They
Damn, that
left
would
it
be
open.
good.
They left it open with Nikki Bella and Brie Bella. They left it open. After the whole month of her having to be her assistant, they never closed it.
But now let me tell you this though. If they do okay, I like that idea. If they do it, do you think that would kind of be like, well, NXT just kind of did that, and it's like,
Yeah, let
and
people
then if
say
it doesn't,
What do you
and if
mean?
it does, well, NXT had a fatal 4-way Divas women's match, So if they do it, if they don't perform as well, do you think people?
No, because it's a.
I know it's a different stage.
I think it's just it's a different concept of everything because there's a build behind it, and they can work off this.
That's true.
And they can work off of Naomi and Natalya. They got perfect stories.
Do you think they should just do a regular singles match with them too?
Yes.
They should.
Yes.
20 minutes. I don't give a shit. Give them
20 minutes. We got 4 hours. I bet you this WrestleMania is gonna be 5
hours.
There's gotta be something on the line.
Holy,
you know,
4 hours.
Smokes, dude. 4
hours.
Well, you know, like 30 minutes at a time is gonna be the Bray Wyatt and Undertaker coming out.
Just staring at each other for 3 hours.
For 3 hours.
No, WrestleMania. The reason it's 4 hours is because of entrances.
Oh yeah, the long ass entrance.
Hands down. Triple H.
Now I don't know the arena they're in. I'm not too familiar with it.
Levi Stadium. It's in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Is it like a big arena or is it?
It's a stadium.
Well, I know it's a stadium, but like
it's an open.
Okay.
Yeah, it's brand new.
It's gonna be one of those.
It's
the new one.
It's a few years.
Is it Silicon Valley or something like that?
No, it's in San Jose.
San Jose.
So they're not in San Francisco anymore.
Oh. Okay. Well, so yeah, you know, a lot of that time is gonna be interesting.
20 minutes away.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A lot of it's gonna be interesting. A lot of it's gonna, they're gonna do a Hall of Fame segment where all the Hall of Fame people come out.
Congratulations to all the Hall of Fame people.
Congratulations, all Bushwhack. We can mention some of the other guys that got in. The Bushwhackers made it in. Really cool tag team from the night. Medusa, aka Alundra Blaze, one of the pioneers of women's wrestling. Yeah. Oh, she was amazing. Made it in as well.
Yeah,
so congratulations
to them.
Yeah,
we said Rikishi. Arnold. You said Arnold.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Get to the chopper.
Just go back. Can't get over to Macho Man, man.
Macho Man, still that first ballot, and it's still almost unreal. You know that finally happening.
Like, because it's I just don't. Is he the last one that gets inducted?
Well, he's the first ballot, so that's like
he's gonna. I think
he'll be the last one.
He's the main one.
He's the main inductee.
But it's kind of odd because he's the main inductee, but for instance, how Ultimate Warrior had that hour-long speech.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure. I mean, who's gonna come out and talk for him? Hulk Hogan's gonna talk.
No, I think it's gonna be a family member. Hulk Hogan's he's introducing him.
Who's gonna accept the award? Probably his family would be
probably
great.
His family.
I would really want to hear what they want.
Lonnie or
is it Lanny or
Lanny?
I would really want to hear what they have to say.
Did he really marry Miss Elizabeth?
Mm-hmm. They were married for a while, for a long time.
Yep.
And then they divorced, and they both died. She had overdosed. She overdosed, and then he
overdosed driving.
He overdosed driving.
Hey man. Moment of silence.
Yeah.
2 count.
Yeah.
I got a little sentimental there, dude.
Yeah, man, that was. It's
hashtag Macho Man.
I actually think about Macho Man a lot. He's always one of my favorite.
Give me your best Macho Man.
Ooh, yeah!
Damn, I don't think
that's pretty good. You can't follow that.
Jerry?
Yeah, I'm not going to follow that.
No, you have to.
Cream of the crop.
Oh, yeah. Do it. I can believe in you.
Zach,
you can't do anything right.
Hashtag Zach can't do anything right today.
You're messing with the Macho Man, Randy Savage. I'm going to get you.
Yeah.
I stole this one off of Botchamania. He's like a dodo bird. What is that? A bird?
Yeah, we
You're coming into the danger zone. Oh yeah.
Bro, his promos were gold, bro. His promos were
greatness.
Elizabeth.
Yeah. He sounded Elizabeth. Will you marry me? Like, God.
Speaking of other celebrity stuff, you know that Iron Sheik wants to roast Justin Bieber?
Yeah.
Iron Sheik wants to roast Justin Bieber.
They're not gonna let it happen.
No, because I'll fuck you in the ass, you fucking trombone, you big dick and balls, bitch, Justin Bieber. And it's a sugar baby! A sugar baby! I will fuck you, Shicky Justin Bieber! Like,
I love how we just go from Macho Man, paying homage to him and just fucking messing around with Iron Sheik. Like, that's just fucking great.
2 count. But, dude, Albert Del Rio, man, huge pop in ROH.
Yeah, that was
huge
good.
Pop in ROH,
No,
huge pop
there's
in
a huge pop for
Lucha Underground.
ROH.
Don't forget about him being in Lucha Underground. So
yeah.
That was amazing.
I love Lucha Underground, dude.
So
Lucha Underground.
Son of Havoc.
I've been really getting on board with that Lucha Underground,
Is it Riot? Ratchet? Racket? I don't know how to say his name.
Ricochet?
Ricochet?
No,
Ricochet.
No, Prince Puma used to
Ricochet.
Ricochet.
Well, he's telling
Yeah.
so
Yeah, dude, it's so
Prince
bad ass, dude. And how they
Morrison's been
and how he was able to convert to the lucha, to the luchador.
Watch him in PWG.
I know. I'm just saying how he was able to convert himself to be a luchador.
But you know who I'm actually kind of in. I like the storyline they have going on. Like I don't speak Spanish, and I'm kind of like in there. But the guy that used to be called Ezekiel, he's gonna be called Big Rick now. Yeah. Dude, that storyline is awesome, dude.
I like Pentagon Jr. He's a beast.
Oh my god!
Don't they have a SAP channel or subtitles?
Well, I don't know what friends. I just don't see.
Just press the SAP button on your TV.
We'll check it out. Let's see if I can get
Hashtag
that. But the thing is, I'm still.
I mean, come on, Ray Network.
That's the great thing about it, though. It's like it's in a different language, and I'm watching it in a different language. But yet, I can still
great, dude.
It's still better television than. For the last Raws, you know what I'm saying?
Man, they know they only got this hour and they pack it in greatness.
And it's like a little novella at the same time.
You're super right.
It is though.
You got some
I love it.
Hashtag kissing everybody.
Lucha novella.
It is kind of a novella. Like the back behind the scenes shit.
That's funny.
It is
hashtag novella.
Hashtag wrestling novella.
Hashtag novella.
Oh
Yeah.
That's how like Val Venus there a little bit.
Yeah. He's good.
Hello,
I came,
ladies.
and I saw, and I came again. Like
that's fucking attitude right there. Fucking Val Venus, dude.
And he gets
all the girls just like.
And then he gets.
It's like first there was Rick Rude. Rick Rude had that.
You didn't know that?
Yeah, that's going on
with Funkai chopped it off.
Oh my god!
No, like first there was
it Funkai and Tanunkai?
It was
just like Kai and Tai.
Yeah. I love those guys.
Hey, Taka. I saw Taka. I was watching Taco. No, I was watching you know how they're playing right now. They're doing the New Japan Pro Wrestling, and I guess Taka is with someone. He came out with them, and I saw him outside. I don't know who it is.
Anywhere on New Japan? Anyone?
AJ Styles.
No, it's older
right now.
AJ
Styles is going against the Intercontinental Champion and somebody else, and I saw that on Twitter earlier. Yeah. So AJ Styles do.
It just sounds.
Give me the wrestler's name.
Offend the shitload of people.
Shelton Benjamin.
Sheldon X Benjamin. Because it had an
Where's this X coming from?
No, because when you look at the title,
I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all.
Sheldon X Benjamin.
Sheldon X Benjamin. Do you think Alvin for
Nakamura though? That dude.
Nakamura.
We gotta end this, man.
2 count.
So many.
2 gotta do.
2 count.
2 count to do.
I'm gonna offend so many people.
Yeah, you know, I've been watching J-Pop America Fun Time now skits so many times. Like I'm just
2 count. Okay.
So let's wrap this up. Like I said, we probably won't be back until after WrestleMania. We'll probably do a post WrestleMania show,
or maybe a pre WrestleMania,
or maybe even a pre WrestleMania. You know, maybe a little bit more.
Once the card finalizes,
exactly. Yeah, we will probably want to do one beforehand. So everyone out there, pay attention to us and send us your questions. Send us whatever you want that you want to hear. You want us to talk about involving WrestleMania and everything else in wrestling.
Like us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Definitely like us on Facebook.
At 2 Count Podcast. Get us on there, man.
You can also follow your favorite wrestlers on Twitter or buy
one last thing before we go.
Like
we said earlier that we are short a guy, Alvin.
Just gonna do that. Go ahead.
Alvin's he actually wanted us to answer one question that he sent us, and so shout out to Alvin. We miss you, bro. And we're gonna answer your question real quick here. It says with Ray leaving and signing with AAA / Lucha Underground, do you think his achievements will be wiped clean like they did to Punk? We're talking about his achievements in WWE.
Oh, I say no.
So real quick, let's go through with that.
I think no, because first of all, he's WWE's biggest luchador ever. And I think
he had a connection with the fans.
And that connection with that internet, not maybe even beyond Mexican, but that international draw is just too powerful.
Personally, I didn't think. I mean,
just because he works for another company.
I do have something to say
about Ray.
No, well, about Ray. Ray is a beast, but this is breaking news to me and to all of us at the 2 Count. Everybody should know that we're from Houston, Texas, and once a year there's a comic book convention, and this year the legendary Roddy Piper is going to be there.
Well, that's great.
That's awesome. And
good for people in Houston.
Bobby Heenan.
Oh, the brain. Oh, that'd be a great one.
That is.
So we check that out. But let's get back to the question.
Yeah. Well, I think.
They're going to do a Chris Benoit.
No, I think you can't wipe that out. There would be so much controversy if you try and clean Rey Mysterio out of there. Dude, he is.
So it's okay to keep Rey Mysterio's, but you can't keep Chris Benoit's.
Oh, this.
Do you really want to get into that?
Dude, do you really
want to get into
Now
that?
you left the
Rey Mysterio
Two-Count
didn't do
podcast. To be continued. We're gonna follow up some Chris Benoit and
yeah, we should definitely talk about that
because. Rey Mysterio, you can't do. There would be so much controversy because of his race and what he has done. He's shorter, smaller guy, and the way he was able to just take things and be who he is and follow in the name. That's the hardest thing to do is just follow in shadows.
So Kurt Angle leaves, and they don't mention anything with Kurt Angle.
Like, this is being very serious.
But we're saying strip away his accomplishments.
Yeah.
We're not stripping away any accomplishments.
Rey Mysterio didn't do anything.
They don't ever mention anything from Kurt Angle or anybody who's left.
Why? There's no one. No, we're talking about cleaning the table.
Rey Mysterio didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio didn't do anything ethically wrong for WWE
you
to
can't
feel that way.
those two. You can't
Now
compare
Del Rio may have because he did stuff behind the scenes that they didn't like. So I can understand them maybe kind of going back on that. But and obviously we can talk about Benoit next time. But there's obvious reasons why they
talk about Benoit because what Benoit did was horrible, bad. But I get it. I'm just being an idiot.
Yeah, no. There's nothing like that.
But no, Rey Mysterio did a lot for the community. He did a lot behind the scenes. We didn't see him on television.
Was a great
but he was doing a lot of stuff for the community and the kids and all that. So they would never wipe that away. To answer your question, Alvin, personally, Rey Mysterio did a lot of good. It was time for him to move on. I believe. I mean, probably a little longer, a while back, but I think his title runs and his essence will still be there and
forever.
And also a couple of nameable achievements: lightest heavyweight to win the world heavyweight at WrestleMania 22.
I think so.
Something like that.
He won the
longest
Royal
Rumble winner. He won it with like an hour and 2 minutes or something like that. I think.
Don't you? No.
Yeah, I can go on that.
Forget about me.
But yeah, Rey Mysterio was great. I think it was his time to move on.
WCW, and when he first got here to WWE, so you can't. Like Khan said, he did so many great things with the community of WWE. I'm pretty sure he was a big impact on Make-A-Wish as well.
Oh, of course. He's been doing stuff with all their foundations and all that. So it's I'm glad, and I'm always proud of anyone, John Cena, everyone that does that for the kids. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen,
but yeah,
John Cena,
Chris Benoit just did a flying headbutt from the top of the ladder, and he's busted
out of his coffin. He hit him. He got tombstone. Sister Abigail. He got chokeslammed off of cage
from the top of the Levi Stadium. Oh my God!
1, 2. Oh!